قال مالك أنه بلغه أن عائشة زوج النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم زوج النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم أنها قالت استأذن رجل على رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم وأنا معه في بيت أو في البيت. Aisha radiallahu anha said, a man sought permission to enter into the presence of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam one day while I was with the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam in the house. In the room, she was with the Prophet. فجاء الرجل فقال السلام عليكم. فقال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم بئس ابن العشيرة. بئس ابن العشيرة. Statements like anyhow person. In a simple way, I will explain it. Ibn al-Ashira, or in the narration of Imam al-Bukhari, Akhul al-Ashira, is one among, persons that lives in a neighborhood, or the very bad person among brothers. He has a bad relationship with his contemporaries. That's why I said anyhow person. Urioya, bad person. The Prophet made that remark within himself. Hell, bad person, don't come. فَأَذِنَ لَهُ رَسُولُ اللَّهِ صَلَّى اللَّهُ عَلَيْهِ وَسَلَّمَ, and the Prophet gave him permission. فَدَخَلَ, and the man came in. فَلَمْ أَنْشَبْ, it didn't take a long time. حَتَّى سَمِعْتُ ضَحِكَ رَسُولِ اللَّهِ صَلَّى اللَّهُ عَلَيْهِ وَسَلَّمَ, until I could hear the Prophet discussing with the man, and he was laughing. When the Prophet, he knocked on the door, and the Prophet said, "Kai, wrong person." I was expecting the Prophet was going to give him a stone face, because the Prophet doesn't pretend before anyone, isn't it? But I heard him laughing with the man. فَلَمَّا خَرَجَ الرَّجُلُ, when the man left, فَقُلْتُ يَا رَسُولَ اللَّهِ, I said to him, قُلْتَ مَا قُلْتَ فِي, you said what you said. You gave a wrong, a remark that wasn't really fine. ثُمَّ, and thereafter, the next thing I heard was that you were laughing with him. Is this not something like hypocrisy? فَقَالَ رَسُولُ اللَّهِ صَلَّى اللَّهُ عَلَيْهِ وَسَلَّمَ إِنَّ مِنْ شَرِّ النَّاسِ, among the worst of people, مَنِ اتَّقَاهُ النَّاسِ لِشَرِّهِ, is that person that people avoid him because of his bad character. What is the Prophet saying? My laughing with him is going to be the best way to keep him away. I want lesser time with him. Do you understand? So whenever he says, very funny. You're so funny. So he leaves. Because staying with you more could mean more problem. Now when people now start to employ this strategy with you, then you are finished. Now the question here, the lesson here is that when you make joke and people laugh, when people sit around you and they laugh, you should sit down and ask yourself, do you really make them laugh, or they laugh because they have to laugh? Do you really find them wanting your company? But each time, you don't seem like they want your company, but each time you come around, they play with you, they laugh. Will you be blaming them, or you should sit down and find how to refine your character? We're learning here that if we must have good character, we must be we have to probe ourselves from time to time. Think about what you say, how you said it, when you smiled, how you smiled it, when you looked, how you looked, and see what you can improve. And it's not all about telling the person You were supposed to do this to me, you didn't. I count that as number one. You were supposed to do this to me, you didn't. I count that at number two. The next time, he will do this and he will do that. But then, is he doing it to you because he is enjoying doing it to you? Is he doing it to you because he doesn't want your problem? Now, if he's doing it to you because he doesn't want your problem, you don't have good character. And the Prophet ﷺ is saying, among the worst of people are those that the people will avoid them because they fear their evil characters. We must have to look inward into ourselves.